Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. I'm just starting to wind down for the week. I'm not quite sure when this video will come out, but I'm shooting it on Friday right around noon. Had an extremely productive week, and now I'm just starting to wind down a little bit, thinking about market day tomorrow. I'm shooting this video, probably one more video today. I'm going to finish off a blog piece I've been working on and then going to relax a little bit. It's been a good one. Anyhow, I was just sitting around last night thinking about, what have I learned on 4+ years of this lifestyle? And this is just kind of random. I don't know if this is practical stuff that's going to help people, but I think it might be. It's just some of the little lessons that I've taken away from this. Not necessarily specific lessons about the food, but just some little lessons in the approach to this lifestyle. And one of the biggest things I figured out early on was to tune out the noise, and that I was going to have to do a lot of the figuring that stuff out for myself, and the next thing was not to get caught up in the dynamics or the drama in the vegan community, which there is a lot. I figured out pretty quickly after coming to this lifestyle and getting plugged in on the internet with it and searching for information that so much of it out there is just noise. It's just noise. It's people with the constant bickering, a lot of ego. Look at me, I'm right. No, you're wrong, I'm right. And people get caught up all day long in battling to defend their lifestyle, to defend their way of doing it, to defend something, to debate something, to argue. I decided early on I'm not going to do that. Do your own thing. As I've always said, this channel is just kind of like an inside look at what I do. If you like the results I get, do some of the stuff that I do. I'm not even going to say do everything I do. That would be very vain for any very vain and high opinion of people when they tell you such things with authority. And that's the next thing too, I avoid people that speak with such authority. I just, in any endeavors in life, I just don't trust people that are that sure of themselves all the time. Now, there are some certain truths in life that we come to and we can be passionate about, but you kind of know what I'm getting at here. I'm more or less talking about a personality type. The type of person that speaks with authority on everything. It's not like we all probably can speak with authority on one or two things, but be careful of those people that know it all, because it's nobody knows it all. Which leads into the next thing. One of the biggest lessons I've learned is to have an open mind, on anything you do in life, but especially on this journey, especially on a journey that concerns your health. You're taking in a lot of information, especially when you first come to this lifestyle. You're bombarded. You're coming from a whole different way of eating, of thinking, of doing things, and you're getting bombarded with all this information. A lot of people just kind of, I don't know, they feel they find somebody they resonate with, or they find an idea that they resonate with, and they hold on to it for dear life. Sometimes for way too long. A lot of people will shake it off quickly, but have an open mind. I've had an open mind almost the whole time I've been on this journey. I've never gotten caught up in any sort of dogma. I've never joined any of the little particular cults that you will run into out there. And I call pretty much everything a cult, where people take it super uber seriously, and they'll shout down anything that's said that's even a little bit different than what they do. So yeah, avoid those folks at all costs. The people also like speaking it, don't in any way, whether it's anything you read, what you hear, whatever. I don't like generalities, sweeping generalities, always and never. I've talked about those in a lot of videos, and those are just like the words, the attitudes, the concepts that just irk me a little bit, because we're shut off to a lot of information when we have that consideration. Those always and nevers exclude a lot of potential information out there that can be very beneficial. Another thing I've learned is not to be overly particular about where you get your information. And you can get your information and don't necessarily look, or I would say these are things I've learned. These are just some suggestions I'm making based on things I've learned. And that is to, just to not get too caught up in, you don't have to agree with someone 100% for them to be a source of information for you. You know, move around, pick out little pieces here and there. You know, you can go to somebody's channel or their blog or whatever, or read someone's book. And who knows? What if you only agree with 30% of what they're saying, but what if that 30% is really important? I know that I can't think of an exact example right off the top of my head, but I know that's happened a number of times with me where there's somebody who I don't follow regularly. I don't agree with a lot of what they say, but then that one little nugget that I get from them is gold, and it's worth it. So, you know, the truth is the truth. It doesn't matter. Don't get caught up in personalities and sources and all that kind of stuff. Just listen with an open mind and try to develop a brain, a heart, a body, whatever it is that you use to discern information, and make your decisions accordingly. It's never going to hurt you to hear something. Some people just don't, they're almost like, la, 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 you know how kids do, la, 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 I don't want to hear. I mean, I can get rid of it. I can filter it out if it's something that I don't need to use. But just having an open mind and an open approach has benefited me, and it's opened me to learning from a lot of different people. And, you know, it's kind of gotten me to where I am today. But going back to where I say you're going to change. And I don't think, you know, I think your way of thinking is going to change as you go down your journey. Your way of eating is going to change. Your body's going to change. You could be I'm very aware of and open to the possibility and expect it to happen that even though I've been doing this for 4.5 years, I'm not like on cruise control now. I fully expect, you know, as you go through different stages, who knows, maybe when I've been doing this for 7 years, your body makes changes, and there may be some things that all of a sudden aren't working for me, or that I need to add, or I need to get rid of, even down the road. So this is an always evolving. How did I have that written down? It's always changing, it's always evolving. Because we are evolving organisms, we're changing organisms, and we're getting new information every day. Always be getting good information. Always be getting new information, should I say. That is one thing in life. If you can take that one little line right there, that just will stead you well in life in anything you do. Always be taking in new information, especially in the age we live in now, with the internet, with things being updated all the time, new information being found, but more importantly, access to. Each day you have more and more information at your fingertips that we didn't have 30 years ago, you know. So some of the pioneers in here I really respect, because the ones that have done it for a long, long time, because they didn't have anything to fall back on when they first started living this lifestyle. But let's see. Have I covered everything? I wrote down a few notes just to make sure. One other thing, and I'll talk about that in my tips videos, but it can bear throwing in, because, you know, like I said, I do these videos not thinking that everybody that watches a video is going to go and watch every video. So that's why I repeat myself. But one thing I've learned too is you got to eat enough food. Biggest thing. Back in the beginning, wasn't eating enough food, weight drastically dropping, low blood sugar, almost passing out when I stood up. When you come to this lifestyle, you got to eat enough food. There's no restricting for me. Nobody's ever going to talk me into restricting. They can keep coming out with, well, you need to only eat a grape or two in the morning and this in the afternoon. No. I don't roll that way. But then again, I've never told anybody, I'm never, ever going to come to anybody's house and take something off their plate or force something on them. So sometimes when people get all kind of upset at things, it's like, dude, ain't nobody coming to take that whatever out of your hand. And just eating a wide variety. A lot of times people get too caught up in all these details, and they get down into the details. And I've talked about T. Colin Campbell's book, Whole, and that approach of thinking, like, instead of every day going, oh my God, did I get this today where I got my vitamin A? Oh my God, did I get this? Did this have? In other words, that you're trying to click on every cylinder every day. I've just kind of found an easier approach of just trying to eat a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables and getting a good variety of colors, or a variety of textures, fruits and greens, some healthy fat, And you know, it's not necessarily this very detailed thing. I mean, we can relate that to so many thought patterns in life and different subjects in life. That's just human nature. Human nature. Humans love to have like they love to debate details. And I'm going to just finish off with this. Like, in my opinion, yes, and I say this a lot. For me, the raw vegan lifestyle works the best. Now, also too, when you see people, and that's part of tuning things out. It's always funny when I'm watching it. I don't get much of it here, I guess, because my channel's not that big. But I always get a kick when you get the angry person that comes in. Well, raw vegan is stupid, just out of nowhere, and I'm like, well, don't watch videos on raw vegan. I have no interest in paleo, zero, none. But I've never had any need to go over to and watch paleo videos, try to dissect them and try to tell them what I think they're doing wrong or what I think anybody's doing wrong, which is just an arbitrary opinion. You know, put your time and attention where you want it to be. That's silliness. So that's distraction I'm talking about. Even and engaging with those type people if it's on somebody else's channel. A lot of times it's not people that are necessarily on their own channel, but they will engage these people. Don't worry about that. Spend your time wisely on this journey. Spend your time wisely. I'm getting better and better as I go further and further in my days. I'm learning where to pick up more information, and you'll learn that too. You got to learn your way around the internet, and you got to learn your filters. But anyhow, just starting to kind of ramble now. But anyhow, hope you guys like this one. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Hope you'll subscribe to the channel. And whenever this comes out, I think this is going to come out probably early part of the week. So hope your week's going very well. Love you guys. Peace.